Rapunzel. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your long hair. I liked this movie. I really did. I'm a big fan of Disney in general, and Disney's very good at what it does. It was more heightened than what you would get with your classic Disney princess movie, because of there is a cat here. It's more heightened than you would get in a regular Disney princess movie, because with the CG you can do a lot more. I liked the musical numbers. In my opinion, they weren't as good as some of Disney's previous work. My favorite character in the entire movie was Maximus the horse. He's just says it all without saying anything. He's funny. He's kind of a weird combination between a dog and a horse and the Gestapo. And just, when that horse comes in, you know he means business. I liked the villain of the story. I really liked her. I honestly thought she looked a bit like, how Juliana Margulies looked in the movie The Mists of Avalon. Nobody's probably ever seen it, but I do recommend it for a future movie club because it's really good. But I digress. She was evil, but I didn't think she was kill-worthy. Like, at the end, like, she's not as evil as some other Disney villains have been, but what I don't get is how Rapunzel instantly hates her when she finds out the truth. You've been raised by this woman your entire life. She's the only family you've ever known. And you find out the truth, and you automatically hate her. I can see how there would be anger, but I honestly think that some part of you would still love her. Even though deep down she's the one that's been betraying you the entire time. It's confusing, and I don't know. I can't really justify why I think this, but I do. Another thing is, I like the Flynn character. I really do. He's not your typical Disney hero. He's funny, and he starts out really selfish, but he falls for this girl, and it's sweet, and, I thought the ending would have been, for me, a lot more meaningful if Flynn had stayed dead in the end after the villain stabbed him and he cut Rapunzel's hair. Kind of like how Titanic just wouldn't have been as meaningful if Jack had lived in the end, as opposed to him dying and his sacrifice being the reason she now lives life to the fullest. But it's a kid's movie, and in dramatic terms, it's a comedy, and basically what happens at the end of the comedy is the good guy and the princess get married. And, well, that's what happens, and we're targeting this at children, and yeah. Like, just me personally, I think it would have been more meaningful if he stayed dead, but I can see why they brought him back to life. But, like, there were some scenes that are really, really hilarious, like, when they get saved from drowning, how Flynn's just all like, her hair glows. Why does her hair glow? But my favorite is when Flynn's sword fighting Maximus the horse with a frying pan, and his just like, you should know that this is the strangest thing I have ever done. It's that was priceless. I laughed really hard during that. All in all, really good movie. I would absolutely recommend it. It's funny and it's sweet, and it's a new take on Disney while still having the classic Disney feel to it. That's my review, and that's all she wrote.